Okay, let's do the next question. Susan set up the experiment as shown below and place it inside a cupboard. Okay, so inside a cupboard, what does that mean? That means there are no outside interference, right? That means there is no light from outside. Okay, that means everything that is within the experiment is shown here. Okay, so you cannot assume that there will be outside light and so on and so forth. Okay, but inside the cupboard there is a lamp with a constant amount of light. Alright, clear plastic cover. Clear meaning what? What does clear mean? It means it allows light to pass through. Okay, that means it allows light to pass through. There's a plant, there's a glass beaker, and then there's water. So the clear plastic cover would allow light to pass through, right? It would allow light to pass through. So maybe you would like to make your thinking visible, MTV. Okay, and put here, right? Allow light to pass through. Okay, now if light is allowed to pass through and it goes to the plant, alright, and the plant has water, what do you think will happen? You might want to pause this video for a while and look through your textbooks, or if you already know, can you tell me what will happen when there's light, there's water, and there's a plant? Alright, so the answer is of course photosynthesis. Now what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is when plants take in carbon dioxide. Okay, plants take in carbon dioxide through its leaves, water through its roots, and then change all that into sugar, okay, or glucose, which is food for the plant, and oxygen, which escapes through its stomata in the leaves. One more time. Carbon dioxide is when photosynthesis is when carbon dioxide is taken by the plant through its leaves, through its stomata, and adds the carbon dioxide together with the water that is taken from the roots. Alright, and in the presence of light, all this will turn these two, carbon dioxide and water, into sugar, which is food for the plant, and oxygen, which the plant gives out through its stomata again. Okay, so this is what we call photosynthesis. Now let's look at this question. You have water, which the roots take in. You have a plant, and there's air inside this container, because in a cupboard, right, it doesn't say it's a vacuum cupboard, so usually there's air, and in this clear plastic cover, which is sealed, right, there's also air, right, and we know that air is made up of oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and many other gases. Okay, but air contains carbon dioxide here. Now, so if the light is constantly there, if the light is constantly going towards the leaves of the plant, okay, so this is a constant. This is always there. Light is always there. Alright, and then water is always there too. Alright, it's being absorbed, so the water is always there. So what do you think caused the rate of photosynthesis to slow down? What do you think decreased? What do you think happened, right? So what happened is, in this container here, the carbon dioxide is contained within the container, within the air in the container, is slowly being used up by the plant for photosynthesis. So the amount of carbon dioxide will decrease. And when carbon dioxide decrease, alright, what will happen? When carbon dioxide decrease, the photosynthesis will also decrease, right? So when this decrease, the whole thing will also decrease, right? The whole photosynthesis will also decrease. So state what happened to the rate of photosynthesis. What caused the rate of photosynthesis to slow down? We can say, right, carbon dioxide, or the amount of carbon dioxide decreases, the amount of carbon dioxide decreases, and therefore the rate of photosynthesis also decreases. Okay? Now if you were to look at this properly, the amount of carbon dioxide not only decreases, alright, what else? They will come to a point where there will be no more carbon dioxide because there's nothing in here that gives out carbon dioxide, and the plant is absorbing everything and changing that to oxygen. So the amount of carbon dioxide decreases, and therefore the rate of photosynthesis also decreases, right? Okay, but please note that that eventually the rate of photosynthesis will be very slow, almost zero, because the carbon dioxide here will be totally depleted. Okay, now let's look at the next question. Susan's friend said she should add something to her setup to increase the rate of photosynthesis. She makes the following suggestions. A. Adding more lamp. Alright, now we've already discussed this. If you add more lamp, that means more light will be passing through. But even if the light is intensity is increased, when there is no more carbon dioxide here, there will not be any more photosynthesis, right? Because carbon dioxide is very important for the plant to have in order to photosynthesize. Alright, so I don't think this is such a good idea, so let's strike it out. Alright, next one, pouring water over the flask. Well, you pour water over the flask, what would happen is the flask is actually sealed. So if you pour water over the flask, it just wets the outside of the flask, and nothing significant will happen other than you having more water vapor in the as the water outside here. You know, in other words, if you pour water over the flask, what happens is that the outside of the flask gets wet, and that's all. Okay, so I don't think this is a good idea. Alright, placing a rat in the glass beaker. Now, if you put a rat in the glass beaker, well, the rat will produce carbon dioxide. Increasing the amount of carbon dioxide in the container would also increase the whole process of photosynthesis. So that's quite a good idea. D. Putting fertilizer in the water in the flask. Again, if you put fertilizers, alright, the plant can get more building materials for it to grow healthier. Just like us, you know, I mean, sorry, not just like us, just like previously discussed, without carbon dioxide, the plants can't grow, can't make any more cannot photosynthesize, and there will be no food, and the rate of evaporation will be decreasing. Alright, so putting fertilizer in the water, in the flask does not help the plant to make food, because if you look at photosynthesis, alright, if you look at photosynthesis here, there isn't any fertilizer does not appear here. That means no matter how much fertilizer you put, it will not help the plant photosynthesize. Photosynthesis only needs carbon dioxide plus water and light. Okay, so this is not a good idea. So the answer is obviously C. Which are the following above suggestion, right? So C, placing a rat in the glass beaker. Okay, now you have to explain why. So you know that like I've explained just now, right? The rat will produce carbon dioxide. Alright, will produce carbon dioxide, and will breathe out, right? The rat will breathe out carbon dioxide, and that will increase, right? Increase the amount of carbon dioxide in the glass beaker, right? The plant the plant can now absorb more carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Alright, increasing the rate of photosynthesis. Okay, so the rat will breathe out carbon dioxide. Start from the beginning. Okay, how does it help? First of all, we know that the rat will breathe out carbon dioxide. Okay, and that, so what, right? So what? Always ask yourself in science question, ask yourself what? So what? So the rat will breathe out carbon dioxide, and that will increase the amount of carbon dioxide in the glass beaker. So what? Now, so if the carbon dioxide is increased, the plant can now absorb more, will now absorb more carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Alright, and when that happens, that means the rate of photosynthesis will increase. Okay, so with that, if you don't understand what I've just explained, please rewind or just bring the whole video back to the start and listen in again. And if you still don't understand, you know what to do. Go to the website, right? tinyurl.com/ask Mr. Zaki. Okay? Alright. Okay, so with that, thank you very much.